Did the subject you learned in school in any way influence your career? My name is Fatima April, and on today's episode of Rep Your School, I have the ever beautiful
Mrs. Agnes Eva Bryant Coker. I'm an internal control professional with one of the multinational food and beverage companies here in Ghana.
Which JHS and SHS did you attend, and where is it located?
Okay, so I grew up in Ashaiman, so I went to Solidarity International School. And for secondary school, I went to the ever neat St. Rose's Senior High School.
Ever neat.
Yeah, the neatest school in Ghana.
She's trying to rub it into her face, but no problem. Okay, before you continue, do you remember your school anthem? Both JHS and SHS.
Let me go with the senior high school first because I think, wow. Okay, St. Rose's. The earth resounds with songs from St. Rose's.
Are you stuck?
Are you kidding me?
Morale. Emma doesn't remember her school anthem.
No, I remember.
Then sing it to us, please.
The earth resounds with songs from St. Rose's. Make us heart for our land. To God we pledge our life from St. Rose's. Our service to all men. To our alma mater will be loyal. Our motto ever be roses to uphold knowledge and virtue will lead us through life from St. Rose's. Our hearts are glow, our spirits go high.
Applaudissez.
Wow,
What's on JHS? You don't remember JHS?
Solidarity, my heart is good, full of joy and pleasure. Come and join us today and learn every day with dedicated teachers. Come and join us today and learn every day with dedicated teachers.
Mrs. Bryant Coker deserves an award. Well done. So in SHS, what course did you offer?
In senior high school, so I did general arts with elective maths, geography, French, and economics.
Elective math students are sharks, so were you a shark?
Well, by God's grace, I think that's what they say about me, and yeah.
Okay, so what was your favorite subject when you were in school?
Favorite? Did I have a favorite? I must say, anything I was doing well in, I liked. So I liked all mine. I actually liked maths very well, yeah.
I told you elective math students are sharks, and she loved maths.
I love maths until, yeah.
And who was your favorite teacher when you were in school, both SHS and JHS?
I didn't have a favorite teacher. I don't think so. But there was one teacher, however, who I used to use his phone, I think, to reach out to my parents. So maybe, yeah.
Can you mention his name and give him a shout out?
I think he's of blessed memory now.
May he so rest in perfect
Yes,
peace.
my geography teacher.
Oh, okay. In secondary school, was there any form of event that you were always looking up to, always looking forward to it? And you wish that this day would come, and then was there any kind of event like that?
I must say that I was very much reserved in secondary school, yes. I think in first term I was always crying, especially when we get to the dining hall. I mean, looking at the, the little and tasteless food we have to eat. Yeah, I used to cry at the dining hall a lot. And it was my first time away from home, so I think I was a little bit, so I used to cry. But maybe second, third year, I used to look forward to it. Of course, I don't go up and perform, but I loved music then. So yeah, I used to look up to entertainment, or when we had the opportunity to go outside the school I was in a Catholic school, we used to go for grotto and other things too. I used to look forward to that because we will, what did we used to call it then? When you tie your hair so that it will look curly. There was a name we called it, I've forgotten now, but yeah, I used to look forward to those programs.
Can you describe your senior year both in JHS and SHS?
Like
Were
I said,
you a
I
bully
was
senior or you
no,
were cool?
no, all through secondary school, I don't think I ever punished anyone. I remember on the very last day, I called a friend and said, I've never punished anyone, maybe I should do it once before I leave the school. I don't even know what I made about it, was kind of a joke, but I never punished anyone in school.
But were you ever bullied when you were in school?
No, I was very reserved. I was quiet, so I mean, no. If it's a punishment, then maybe the whole class or maybe the whole year are being punished. But personally, a punishment or punishing somebody, no, I didn't have any special. Nah, it's just one time that yeah, they said we had a riot. I mean, I think we were just protesting something, and then they said we are rioting. Apart from that, I don't think there was any other thing.
How was Homo night? Homo's night? Form 1.
Like I said, roses, you know roses. They don't entertain all those things. I mean, I know in other schools they mention people being bullied but no. Bring your child to senior, I mean, roses then. I hope it is the same roses now because yeah, not much homoing. But I remember we would dress, we use our bed sheet to dress, make makeup with pencils and all that. But there was not much homoing. No, I don't remember. If there was, like I said, because I was very reserved, maybe I didn't even notice. I was in my corner thinking about myself. But, yeah.
Was St. Rose's the school you actually wanted to go to? Was it your first choice?
Exactly. I think when we were in school, my school prefect in JSS, I used to look up to her a lot. And she came, I think there were a group of people who came to the school to come and talk about St. Rose's. And all of them, when they were in school, they were very good students. And the way they talked about the school, I really liked it. So I said, no, this would be a very good school to go to because they were talking about how there's discipline, the school is neat, not much. Yeah, all the stories you hear in other schools, there was not much to be heard there. The bad stories, I mean, everything about the school was good. So I said, no, this is the school, and it was a Catholic school as well too. And we all know the Catholic schools are the best. So yeah, it was my first choice, and I got it.
So can you share your experience on when your results came, your school placement also came, and you heard you had gotten St. Rose's? Can you share your experience on it? Were you like overjoyed, or you knew you were going to get a school?
I think so. Not to boast, but I mean, I was a straight A student, so I knew that of course the results were going to be good. And then if then it's not like now where you can do well and then you will not get the school you chose. So I kind of and I was excited, even though I was still excited at the end. I still got it anyway. So yeah, we thank God.
Did you ever have a competitor or competitors in school?
Well, I won't say a competitor, but I mean there were a lot of intelligent students in my class. I mean, when we talk of those who were doing well, they were the people. Yeah, so not really a competitor, but there was this girl I was very proud of. As much as she took her education serious, she took her religion also very serious. She was a 7-day Adventist, and I tell you, on Saturday, if we were to go to what do we call it then? Hey, I'm forgetting all the terms. Am I growing? Not Saturday classes, but I mean in prep on Saturdays in senior high school. When we went for prep, she would not learn. She would take her Bible and read because on Saturday, you know that the 7-day Adventist, she will only read her Bible. If we had to write an exam, believe me, she will not write because I really admired how she took God serious, and it really reflected in the end of WASI, as we call it. I mean, there was a number of us who were doing better than her in school, but then she's the one who got the 8 A's. I was like, this is just God's hand because of her faithfulness. Not that we're not faithful, of course, we're also godly, but I mean, her level of, it was unmatched. So yeah, Ajua, wherever you are, just know that I really admired you when we were in school.
Where is she now?
Oh, she's actually in Oxford. The last I heard of her, yes,
wow.
She was in Oxford University, I think. Yeah, she's doing well. She's doing really well. Some of us, Adiciano, but yeah, she took it. Yeah, so.
Which teacher influenced you the most when you were in school?
In JSS, I should say it would be my maths teacher. Maybe because I like maths, and I should think so. I should think it was it's been a while. It's been a very long time. We used to call him Bonnebane. But yeah, I think we were friends, and yeah, we used to. Yeah, he influenced me a lot. Sometimes I heard he's a lecturer now in one of the private universities. I think he influenced me. Yeah, because mass in the end. I even went to do actuarial science in the university, so I think the mass has really influenced. So I would say my math teacher. In secondary school, I don't think, like I said, because I was away from home, I wasn't so I don't think I was influenced a lot in secondary school.
Okay, so any professorial position when you were in school?
This matter. So like I said, I was reserved and all. So normally they want to give positions who are reserved doing well. So I was told to go for the compound overseer position. So I went to I think then you have to go and see, I don't know, but we have to go and see people to say, okay, yeah, you'll be vying for the position. And then I went there and then they said no, they've thought about it, and then I have to go for school prefect instead. I came back, I thought about it, and I said no. My dorm mate is also standing for the position of the school prefect. I don't know how I'm going to compete with someone who is in my dorm. I just thought about the whole thing, thinking of my reserved nature and all. In fact, even for the compound class, I didn't want to go. They influenced me, they talked, and then I went. And now when I go, you're telling me that no, you've thought about it, you don't want to consider me for compound class. Yeah, I should rather go for the school prefect. So I just let it all go. I didn't go again. And I don't think I took up any other position in school, like I said. But it's not the best. No, reserve. No, you have to be, sociable. And I remember very well that in my reports group, they used to write a lot, not sociable. And I used to wonder, how did my teacher know that I'm not sociable? So, yeah, it wasn't good. It was written in my report card. Everything is good, but I don't socialize a lot, and that was very bad. Now I'm trying to, open up. Yeah, but when I was a child, no, I think most people know me. They know that I need to socialize much.
Do you think the subject you learned in school has or in any way influenced your career?
Yes, I think so. I did actuarial science in school. It's basically about risk management, and currently I'm basically doing internal control, which is also about risk management, because basically I need to check where there are risks in the company and then put measures in place to ensure that we mitigate those risks. And that's all that actuarial science is about. So I think very much that for me it has influenced. But for somebody who might say that because they did something else, it didn't influence, I don't think so. Whatever you did, you were learning. It opened up your thinking, your imagination, so yeah. Even if you did economics and you are doing something else, you think it's not related, but it's helping your finances. So in any way, education cannot be downplayed. But for me, it's greatly influenced it because risk management, and currently I'm doing internal control, so it greatly influenced it.
Any fun moments in school? Did you have fun?
Yeah, in the dorms. Like I said, I was reserved, so I don't go out. Entertainments, I'll be quiet, I'll watch. But when I go to my room, I wasn't, a deviant, but I had my MP3 because I really liked music. I'll put my music on, and I remember Dom 1, Dom 2, we had some, very entertainments, found people there, and then they were trying to teach me how to dance. That was in like Form 3, because I like singing a lot. I remember sometime in Form 3, I went to rap Making Rain on stage. And then one of our seniors was like, wow, they cannot believe, so I can do that. I'm like, yeah, it was my final year, I had to do something fun. So I remember doing that Making Rain on. Apart from that, the other fun activities were when we had to go outside the school, like I said, from Grotto, going to, the only school I think I went to was Kojo's. Apart from that, yeah, the other ones, entertainment, yeah.
Was there any moment in school you wished you never went to? St. Joseph's?
No, I don't think I regret ever going to St. Joseph's. But initially, when I went, because I was always crying, I was sad I'd left home, not that I went to St. Joseph's. And that's at a certain point to, it's a Catholic school, and then some of the Protestants, they were doing certain things. I was wondering, but not that I regretted going to school, but then I was wondering, why are they doing, it's a Catholic school, and then you came to a Catholic school, but they were doing certain things so even then I was wondering, maybe they shouldn't let Protestants come to a Catholic school, but I never regretted going to St. Joseph's. Yeah.
Okay, so how was dining hall days in St. Joseph's?
Well, like I said, I wasn't a deviant, but the only time I was a deviant was in the dining hall, because I like my tea rich, tea pampa, as the fancies call it. And then they give us this light Milo, so I had my ice water rubber. I'll pour some Milo into the wrapper, and then when I get to the dining hall, because in St. Rose they are very strict about it. They are trying to teach us, to be noble and to, I don't know whether to have self-control or to manage stuff. So you cannot add anything to your food when you have not been allowed. There are days that they can tell, okay, today you can add something to your meal. Then you go to your locker, you take what you want to add. But on days when even they've not asked that, those are the only times I was a deviant in the dining hall. I will buy plantain and add to my beans. I mean, I like beans. I cannot eat beans and curry without plantain. No. I will take some Milo and Nido and add it to the watery Milo they give us. So yeah, in the dining hall, I was a deviant because yeah. And then the bread, I really love bread. Luckily, some people were not taking their breakfast. Some DBs were not taking. So me, it was one per person. But hey, I'll go around asking. I wasn't shy about that. Please, if you won't take your bread, I want it. So yeah.
How was entertainment days in school? Were you ever on stage? Did you join the choreography to dance or to sing, or you were just a spectator?
I was a spectator. I've been on stage, but during mass, because I think I was a lay reader. But during entertainment, it was only one time that we're almost completing. I mean, I've been, so reserved, and I went on stage just to rap, make it rain, the remix. Yeah, that was the only time I was on stage. But it wasn't like during entertainment. It was after entertainment when people had left, but there were still a few people in the hall. So some people saw me, and then some were actually surprised because I mean, some of them had never even heard me talk before. So to see me now on stage rapping Make It Rain, it was quite surprising to them. But yeah, apart from that.
Did you ever attend inter-colleges when you were in school?
I think it was happening in our school. It was happening in St. Rose's in the Eastern region. So yeah, and nothing. I wasn't running or doing anything. I just go and sit there. I mean, I'm happy there's no school that day. You have time to, just relax and yeah, cheer people on. But I was not involved in any of the sports.
Okay, Mrs. Brent Coker, any life lessons learned in school?
Be modest. I think St. Moses really teaches that. I don't know about now because then, yeah, there were lots of things they were doing just to ensure that there's no competition and all that. So it will be really difficult to tell that, okay, this person is coming from a rich home, this person is coming from, they put so many boundaries, and that just taught me to be modest and then be content with whatever you have.
Okay, Mrs. Coker, this is the last question for you. Do you think education should be politicized?
No, not at all. Why should we politicize education? No, 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 no. Education is very, very important. If there's anything to play with, I mean, politics is a dirty game. So if you bring education that is meant to make us better into it, you are just making education dirty. So I don't think we should make education anything related to politics. No.
Okay, guys, we are moving on to the riddle segment. And in this segment, we are going to find out if Mrs. Brent Coker is truly a shark. What month of the year has 28 days in it?
What month of the year
has 28 days in it?
All the months of the year have 28 days.
Bravo! Mrs. Coker is truly an intelligent student when she was in school. She's a shark, guys. No wonder, Lexi Math student. She got it correct. All the month has 28 days in it.
A trick question, but thank God I got it. I thought it's hard, but I mean, I don't think if I said February, I would have been wrong because it has 28 days.
All too soon, we have come to the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, you had fun. I hope you learned one or two things from today's episode. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Tell somebody about Fantiba April. Like this video, is very, very important, and leave your girl a comment. See you in my next video. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it, but you already know. God loves you more. Stay blessed. Bye.
Bye.